Hello, students. This is Mr. Call, and we are going to continue our conversation about instruments in the orchestra, instrument families of the orchestra. Let's learn how musical instruments are categorized in a typical Western orchestra. All right, what are the four instrument families of the orchestra? Do you remember? Say them out loud. I hope you got it. Now we're going to have a little quiz. It's a multiple choice quiz. Are the four instrument families in the orchestra A, rock, plastic, steel, and wood; B, Bashford, Payne, Smith, and wood; C, brass, percussion, strings, and woodwinds; or D, buzzers, hitters, pluckers, and blowers? Note, I missed a comma right there to be consistent. I should have had a comma there. Anyhow, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is brass, percussion, strings, and woodwinds. I'm going to show you a little 6-minute video that will help us understand.
Hi, my name's George, and today we're going to make the Sydney Youth Orchestra. Wait a minute, what is an orchestra? Let's find out. An orchestra is a group of musicians that play instruments together. It sounds like this. I really want to learn an instrument, but I'm not sure which one. This is Brian Buggy. He's the conductor. Hi, Brian. What does a conductor do?
Well, a conductor keeps all of these musicians in time and in tune. It's quite a job.
And how do you do that?
Well, you use your hands, you wave them around in a particular pattern, and if you really need it, you use the conductor's baton. That's a stick. Would you like to hear how it works?
Yes, please. There's a lot of people in this orchestra.
There are lots in this orchestra, and the Sydney Youth Orchestra has got 14 groups about this size, from people your age right up to these people and a little bit bigger. Something for every member of the family.
There are lots of different instruments in the orchestra, like lots and lots and lots. It's ridiculous how many there are. Violins and clarinets, and trombones and xylophones. Each instrument belongs to a section or family in the orchestra. There are 4 families altogether. The first family is the strings. What are the instruments in the string section?
Well, George, we have 4 types of strings instruments, including the violin, viola, cello, and double bass.
How do you play your instruments?
You can play instruments by plucking or bowing. We can play high notes like this and low notes. Would you like to have a go? So put your head under there.
The next family is the woodwinds. What is a woodwind instrument?
Well, George, this is an oboe, and we also have a clarinet and a flute. And in an orchestra, we have a bassoon as well. And the difference between us and string instruments is that you blow into it to make a sound.
And how do you play them?
Well, for the oboe, clarinet, and bassoon, you have a reed which you blow into, and the two pieces of cane will blow together to make a sound like this. And then when you put it into the instrument, good dancing, George.
Next, we have the brass section. You're the noisy section.
That's right. We do make a lot of noise, but we can also play really quietly as well.
What are the brass instruments?
Well, as the name suggests, they're made of brass, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, like the ones behind us here.
How do you play your instrument?
Well, each brass instrument comes with one of these mouthpieces. You blow on it like this, and then sound comes out the end. Do you want to try? Yeah, I've got that. That's it. Good work. Do you want to hear us play it together?
Yeah.
You guys?
Wow. The fourth family of the orchestra is percussion. Your section has lots of different instruments.
That's right. The percussion section is a very big family. To make them percussion, you either have to hit, or scrape, or shake to make a noise. Some sounds can be soft and beautiful, like glockenspiel, or some can be loud and booming, like a timpani. Hey George, do you want to have a go?
Yes, please. Percussion's fun.
So, George, did you decide what instrument you want to play?
I think I have, though it's not an instrument.
It's not an instrument. What is it?
I want to be a conductor.
All right, here we go. You can have this, and you can conduct the Sydney Youth Orchestra Philharmonic. Here we go. Ah.
All right, isn't George cute? All right, so we've got our families of the orchestra. Now, there are some musical instruments that really don't fit neatly into one of these four groups. We talked about that. There are some that sort of Western instruments like the piano and the organ that are hard to classify, although they're typically classified as percussion instruments because they have hammers that hit the strings for the piano. But there are some instruments from other cultures that we're not as familiar with here in America that are kind of hard to classify. And we're going to talk about musical instruments from around the world later, okay? So now we're going to end. You have to decide which is cuter, Izzy on the left or popcorn on the right. Now, there is a test coming, a little quiz about the families of musical instruments in a typical orchestra. Hope you enjoyed this, and you should look forward now to taking a test. Bye.